Stop mixing on your audio interface headphone. You are missing so much details. You are missing a lot of details. This is a dedicated monitor controller, and this is a planar magnetic headphone. Let's talk about some of the features and why I decided to go for this device. So for a long time now, I've been using the Complete Audio 6, this guy right here, and to be fair, it's a decent entry-level budget interface. But when it comes to quality, guys, I'm very, very greedy and passionate. When I listen to something that is better than my mix, I just want to try my possible best to aim for that quality. So I started doing my research. I spoke to other engineers, I spoke to my lecturers, and one of the things I realized was the sound card I was using played a big role. When you start working with record labels and you start going to the big studios, this sound card, this entry level, beginner level sound card is not going to match up. And that's the reason why I found this guy. The first thing you realize is the fact that it doesn't have XLR inputs. The reason why they did this device without XLR input is because they wanted engineers to just focus on monitoring. They don't want you to record mic level signals and stuff like that. Anyways, there were two major issues I faced when I was mixing on this Complete Audio 6. The first issue was the fact that this device was underpowering my headphones. So basically, I have this headphone, the Bayer Dynamic DT990 250 ohms, and I have this one. This is the HiFiMAN This is the HiFiMAN Sundara headphone. These headphones, they are power hungry. If you underpower your headphones, there's so many things you are losing. There's so many things you are not getting. So basically, your computer powers your sound card, and then your sound card powers your headphone and your microphone, which needs 48 volts. But then one of the things that makes a song to sound average, and then you listen to another song and it sounds lively, it sounds very, you can feel the music come alive, is something called transient. This device is going to cut off your transient and it's not going to give you enough power to drive your headphones. You need to understand impedance, current, and power. The lower the impedance, the better. However, if you have a good headphone amplifier, then you shouldn't worry about all of that. Compared to this SPL Marc One, you need to plug it to a power outlet. And guys, there's so much advantage. There's so much benefits from using a dedicated monitor controller. Honestly, I'm not even going to sugarcoat anything. If you want to up your mixing game, you want to take mixing seriously, stop mixing on your audio interface headphone. I know it sounds controversial, but you are missing so much details. You are missing a lot of details. The job of this monitor controller is just to give you the best quality, to make sure you're making informed decisions when you're mixing. One of the things I like about this device as well is the chipset inside it. So basically, there are three major types of chipsets. You have the AKM chipset, you have the Bob Brown, and you have the Sabre chipset. The chipset in this one is the AKM, and AKM is a type of chipset that adds warmth to your mix. It's very transparent and it makes you not overcompensate when you're mixing. Right at the front, you have this volume control, and you have your switch for switching between speaker A and speaker B. There's another feature on this device that I want us to talk about. It's called crossfeed. So basically, this crossfeed is when you take a little bit of the left channel, you blend it to the right channel, and you take a little bit of the right channel, you blend it to the left channel. This amplifies the phantom image. So you see it in your studio, you have your left monitor and your right monitor. And then when you listen to vocals or you listen to mono instruments, it sounds like it's coming from the middle of the speaker. That is called the phantom center. You perceive the phantom center when you have the same signal playing at the same volume. So with this crossfeed feature, I can mix a full song entirely on this SPL Marc One. When it comes to mixing, the first thing you need to solve is what you hear. Your hearing is going to determine what you do in a mix. When you're hearing the right thing, you're making informed decision on that mix. And honestly, I have cut down the amount of time I spend on a mix drastically. I spend less time mixing a song whenever I'm using this guy. And with this planar magnetic headphone, like the combination of these two is just mad. Like you can never go wrong with mixing if you are using these two. And I know most of you know how to mix, right? You understand the fundamentals, but you still find yourself struggling with mixing. And I think our room is affecting what we hear. Our studios are not like professionally padded. We put acoustic foams here and there, but we did not actually consult an acoustician to measure the room and to provide like accurate solutions to treat the echoes in our room. But with this device, this headphone and this monitor controller, you can never go wrong with mixing in 2026. But if you're starting out, you just want to get into music production, mixing and mastering, this is a really good entry sound card. Another option, if you have the money, because I know you don't want to spend a lot of money on these things, and you just want to get the best quality for as cheap as possible. But if you have the money and you're just starting out, honestly, I recommend you going for this planar magnetic headphone and this SPL Marc One. You are never going to regret this investment. This device is going to serve you for the next 10, 20 years. The only downside to this thing is that you need to always plug it to power supply. So the reason why I'm making this video is not for you to put this in the trash. I just want you guys to know the trade-off between an entry-level device and a professional level equipment. So yeah, which audio interface and which headphone are you using in your studio? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.